What's going on, guys? Marty McFly coming at you, bringing in you the merch. Today, we're going to talk about a couple records that got me through 2020, and we're going to talk about the Metalhead Box October 2020. I'm a little late to this. This is my first time trying this, so you have to forgive me. In the background, we got playing Centuries of Torment by Cannibal Corpse. I'll bring that up to you guys in a little bit. But first of all, to everyone out there who's dealing with COVID or had to deal with something crappy in 2020, hey, we're all there for you. Use the music, use whatever you got, use your family, whatever it takes to make yourself feel better to get through the hard times. I know I did the same thing. So before I get on that sour subject, let's talk about two albums that got me through 2020. I was going through a breakup, I started residency, everything that was going on, COVID, dealing with a virus that was killing people at will, whether you're healthy, old, sick, fat, skinny. It just doesn't spare anybody. And I'd say one of the records, there's two big records I could think of that really got me through a lot of it. Cannibal by Bury Tomorrow, probably their best album in 10 years. There, I said it. Their last record was good, but the vocals sound really muffled. The recording quality was not very good. They kind of went with a little electronic approach to it. Wasn't bad, just wasn't my favorite. A little bit more of maybe a mainstream rock feel. This, however, best record from them and from the last two or three albums, and I love it. Maybe even the best album since Ruins. Love it. Comes in a pretty nice hardback, protects your CD. Got some really nice artwork with extended artwork and lyric sheets, hardback cover. This album's fantastic. There's a segment of The Gray you have to hear. It's coming towards the very end. I crank it up to 1,000 every time I play it. Play this one up to 11. This one goes to 11. Yeah, exactly, just like that. You got to hear it. Absolutely recommend it. The other record I probably listen to the most next to that one, whether it's the new Paradise Lost. Eventually, I'm going to go through a best of 2020. It's going to take me a while, though. Alpha Wolf, bands from Tanzania, of all places, and they produced one of my favorite records in the last 10 years. It probably makes my top 25 records of all time. It's pissed off, it's angry, deals with depression, death, breakups, best friends, everything that you could possibly go through as another human being, and this one got me through the ridiculousness that was 2020. I had this on replay for months. I can't recommend this enough. Eventually, I'm going to go grab the vinyl for this as well. That's how much I feel about it. I love the cover. The cover art actually is on the back screen of my phone now. Hard to explain this, but if you go and look at the picture one day, if you get so bored. So you almost have this picture of an angel, almost like Saint Michael the Archangel or something like that, but with these butterflies basically attacking, and he's covering his head. And me, I was dealing with a lot of stuff that was going on last year, and I feel like that cover just meant a lot to me, and maybe it means something to you. Let me know how you feel about that record. I can't wait to hear more from those guys. I hope they get big. They were supposed to be on tour for Fit for a King, and unfortunately that tour got canceled twice, thanks to COVID. When I graduated medical school, I had a couple months off. I was going to go to tours. I was going to go to Europe. I was going to do everything. Didn't happen. So, as you can imagine, that record got me through a lot. So, a while back, my first Metalhead box was actually a random grab bag from Metalhead Box. It was a discount box. They gave me a couple cool little things in there. One of them was this band called Mare. It's only 4 tracks, decently long tracks. The best way I can explain this is imagine if you took Norma Jean, Dillinger Escape Plan, and Motorhead and mixed them together. That's the best way I can explain it. It's black, it's grimy, it's dark, but then you have these erratic rhythms, kind of mathcore style, almost that you'd expect from like Dillinger Escape Plan, and then you got a little bit of Motorhead riffs in there. It's actually not bad. It's short but sweet. It was the only CD that came in the box. The box was cheap. It was only like 20 bucks. I was kind of hoping I'd get one more CD, but no big deal. The guys in the Metalhead Box are awesome. I've talked to Melissa a few times just about shipping stuff. They've been so nice, and I can't appreciate them much. I can't wait to see what else the Metalhead Box brings out this year. So, bringing on to the big kahuna, I bought the Metalhead Box October 2020 Halloween edition, and I was so pleasantly pleased. Just the amount of stuff that they give you in there. So, first one was an autograph from Johnny Kelly from Typo Negative. I mean, to have anything from Typo Negative just made me super happy. And of course, they show you what you get in there, right? If you want to subscribe to the Metalhead Box, you can buy 1 box at a time, or you can do it monthly. Depends on what you like. And then they also have an ad for Medal of Honor. Looks like a new series on YouTube about heavy metal and vinyl. Can't wait to dig my toes into that. And then pretty gnarly little sticker. I think this is from Halloween. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I love the sticker. That's definitely going to go on my chest one day. Not this chest, but I have a chest of vinyl and CDs that I have in a box, and that's going on there one day. So to keep it rolling about the Metalhead 2020 box, we have Every Day is Halloween from Typo Negative. Pretty awesome collector's pin. I was actually a big fan of this just because it's Halloween, Typo Negative. I was pretty happy with that. Came with 2 CDs and a t-shirt. The t-shirt's pretty badass if I do say myself. Boom. So we have King Diamond. And it says, oh, it's Halloween from King Diamond. I absolutely love that. Now, I may be getting some of my boxes confused, but I think this came with it as well. But we have a wall flag from Exhumed. I don't know if this is the December or the October, but I just feel like I had to show it to you anyway. Pretty awesome. Don't know where I'm going to hang that. Pretty sure when if a girl comes over and they see that, they're going to be like, oh, that's nice. So it came with a couple CDs, and my apologies, I can't find the other CD. I think it's still in the car, and I think it's still in the disc player as well. But it was Halloween, basically the Rabbit album, if you know what I'm talking about. Got some mixed reviews when it initially came out. I love it. My brother's a huge Halloween fan, got me into it, gave me a first edition of some of their vinyls as well. But look up the Rabbit album. You'll know what I'm talking about. I think it's fantastic. I haven't stopped listening to it since. The other CD that came in the box, Vanic. This is Vanic 3. So this, as I'm told, is the lead guitarist of the band Midnight. And the best way I can explain Vanic, I got the power metal box, and it's a weird mixture of power metal. You got some gruff vocals in there, and it's just good old-fashioned heavy metal. Couldn't recommend this enough. That was kind of like the majority of that box. I was pretty happy with that actually overall, even though. And I was remembering I got a few other things from that random grab bag box. So in that was Motorhead. As you can see, it's a little bit bent right there. But we have basically there's this company, and it's called Reaction Figures, and they made all of these for certain bands: Slayer, Motorhead, Iron Maiden. If the band's on there, chances are they made a little figure that I thought this was pretty cool. I'm probably gonna keep it wrapped though. And then I wanted to pull out one more shirt that also came in that Metalhead box from the random grab bag I bought. This new band, I've actually never heard of them until I saw this shirt, and they're fantastic. This is like your standard thrash Hazard. It's actually a great shirt. Wear it all the time. Just good old-fashioned thrash with the new edge twist. Definitely got to check them out. I got a couple patches. I don't really wear the patches, but it is kind of cool to have. Maybe I'll put them on something one day. We'll see how it goes. Got Sacred Reich and Acid Witch. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I always said I would take my t-shirts one day, and if I ever started growing out of the t-shirts, they started falling apart, I was going to take all my t-shirts and sew them into a quilt, cut off the arms, make them into a big quilt. I figured it's a good way to preserve the t-shirts. And that's kind of the big box for them. However, I did say I was going to talk about a couple extra things today. And in the background, we have playing Centuries of Torment by Campbell Corpse. I finally got this DVD last year, probably around towards the beginning, around COVID season when everything was starting to shut down. I was like, hey, I need something to watch. I got this pretty cheap, actually. I was pleasantly surprised. I think I just got really lucky. There's a company out that's always on Amazon, eBay. It's a discount record, basically a distro discount. They do movies, CDs, DVDs, vinyl, everything. They sell it pretty cheap. It's out of Atlanta, Georgia, I think. But I got this for 14 bucks, which is a steal because I'm seeing the prices for this are just skyrocketing. But pretty nice little gatefold. Kind of a gnarly picture of a guy sitting on the Iron Throne made of spines. It comes with the DVD for the documentary, which I've seen about 10 times now. I can't get enough of watching it. They talk about the Tampa death metal scene, Buffalo death metal scene, all that good stuff. And then there's a bonus chunks disc, and then there's a performance disc. If you find it in a record store, I definitely recommend you get it because it's a rare piece. It's definitely hard to come by these days. And now we're going to talk about what you guys all came here for, which is the vinyl. I should have put this on my 2020 vinyl video, but I completely forgot to. Band I've been listening to basically since the get-go. I was actually pleasantly surprised they say they released their first record on vinyl, and it was actually cheaper than the CD. If you find the CD for cheap, pick it up because it's really hard to come by. But For the Fallen Dreams, with Changes, their very first record with Chad Rulig, This is the album that did it for them. This is the one that made them big. And then Chad left. They got Dylan Richter for a couple albums, which Relentless, which is the first album with Dylan Richter. I love it. I wish I could make that cover into a giant poster or another vinyl or something. I believe that record deserves to be on vinyl. But here's Changes. It sounds fantastic on vinyl with all the bass drops intact. You know that OO's metalcore you're looking for. And then I meant to include this on the last one, but I finally picked up a vinyl copy of The Black Dahlia Murder with Verminous, if you're familiar with this band at all. This album actually won a lot of awards. Can't say I blame them. I wasn't a big fan of them before this. I've seen them live a couple times. I was happy to see them live, pay tribute, pay homage to some of the big guns out there. But this album did it for me. Clean guitars, well written. They sound like a very veteran, mature band. I wish every record of theirs sounded this good, and I can't wait to see what the band keeps doing. Comes with a massive poster. If you're familiar with what Verminous means, it's basically just relating to rats. But a massive poster, which I have no idea where I'm going to put it, but I would love to put that up somewhere. Comes with a moon gray vinyl. Basically moon gray, kind of clear. And of course it comes with your beautiful, beautiful back and forth poster. Comes with a lyric sheet, and then it comes with a double gatefold, which I still have in the plastic. And that was kind of it. That's kind of going through a couple records I picked up in 2020. I should have included on the last video. A Metalhead box from October 2020, and then a random grab bag Metalhead box, which they do, so keep your eyes open. I think it was still worth it. I didn't pay much for it, and I got a nice t-shirt, a good record. And for all of you guys out there, metal's what keeps me going. I love everything I do, but metal's always been there for me when times get tough. For all you guys out there that have lost a loved one or dealing with someone during this this horrible time with COVID, hang in there, hang on to each other, hug and kiss your loved ones as much as you can. And feel free to reach out if you guys are struggling too. Post on my page. We can talk about metal. We can cheer each other up. Whatever you guys need, be happy to help in any way I can. You guys stay safe. Take care of each other out there. And just like we say in the pit, that fucker falls down, you pick him the hell up.